Guys, welcome back to my channel. So I finally had time to sit down and film a haul video to show you guys. I did some little bit of shopping at Goodwill and Savers, and then the other stuff is like TJ Maxx and Home Goods. And then at the end I am going to show you some stuff I picked up to decorate my mom's house for Halloween, and I will explain that when I get to it. So first I'm going to start with the books. I picked up 2 books, and the first one I picked up is Gnomes. And it's just like a book basically that shows you all the stuff about gnomes. You know, like their height, information on their belt, what type of boots they wear. And I just thought it had cute pages inside. And I might actually take this to my craft booth. Or maybe I'll give it to my niece. We switched her fairy garden out to a gnome garden for the fall, so maybe this book is something she'd like to look at. And all the books I think were 50 cents, so I paid 50 cents for that one. And then I picked up this book from Savers, and it's called Bird Egg Feather Nest. And I forget what I paid for this, but it wasn't more than like $2.50. But I got this just for the pictures on the inside. It's got all kinds of like neat drawings of different things, like eggs. There's a page like this of feathers. And I don't know if I'll be able to find it quick enough to show you guys, but yeah, here we go. So like it just goes through it, and it's got really great pages. It would be nice to take out and frame. So I'll end up framing some of those. And while I was at Savers, I found this top curtain piece. All I have here to show you is actually just a small piece because I already cut it down to size. So it was $2.99, and it's just a blue and white toile. And this is the section I have left over. The rest of it is in my kitchen, and I will insert a picture. It's more of like a spring and summer design, but I just wanted to get it up to see what it looked like. And it's from the brand Country Curtains. And then my absolute favorite thing, well, one of 2 favorite things to show you guys in this haul, it came from a street fair. My town does a fall foliage festival like the end of every September, and this year there was an antique like auction house that had a booth there, and they had this really great vintage type toy. So it's like a little steamroller that would have been like a children's toy. I cleaned it up a little bit because it was really dusty, but I just think it's so cool. And this is really heavy, so I don't know what they made it out of, but this is like a heavy-duty kid's toy. They wanted 20. They would only go down to 18, but it's like a one-of-a-kind thing, so I picked it up. And then the last 3 things I'm going to show you are Halloween decorations I picked up for my house. I have a box that's literally like this big. It's like a priority mailbox, and that's all I have for Halloween because I've never really been into Halloween decorating before. So I decided this year that I would pick up a few things to add to it and just grow my collection a little bit each year. So this year, everything I picked up kind of stuck with a vintage theme. So I went to TJ Maxx first, and I found this sign. And this was $3.99. And it's just like an MDF type board. And then $3.99, it's designs by Kathy, if anybody was trying to find it. But it's just got like a vintage type print, and it's got some glitter. And this is something where if I saw it in a picture, I wouldn't know that it was new this year, so that's why I liked that one. I picked up another wooden sign, and this is one of those ones that's hollow in the back, so you can set it on a shelf or you can hang it. And this one just says trick or treat, but it's got like the old worn paint on the edges, and it's got like the vintage type picture. And that one was $5.99. And then the last thing that I added, if you guys watch my channel a lot, you know I like creepy animal things. So this is going to fit right in with that. I went all over looking for a pumpkin man. And if you've been in like Home Goods or TJ Maxx, you've probably seen them. It's like a body, and then the head is a pumpkin. So I mean, it looks like a person, but then the head is just a pumpkin. So I went everywhere looking for them. I couldn't find them, but I found this cat one, which actually turned out to be cooler for me. And he's creepy, but he's like, I don't know, he's just really neat. He's got like that vintage feel to him. And he came from Home Goods, and he was $12.99. And they had a couple of pumpkin ones there, but they were big and they had like a hollow head to stick like candy in. And I was looking for something small, so he'll fit perfectly. So he's like my new favorite Halloween decoration. Alright, and now I'm going to get down to the part I told you I picked some things up to decorate my mom's house. So I'm just going to give you like a quick backstory. I have been like super busy, haven't been filming videos when I wanted to. She fell and broke her ankle, and she just finally got surgery, so now everything's starting to calm down and she's on the mend. But I'm like, I was really, really worried. She's like my best friend, so, you know, I was just, all my attention was like focused on that. So she's not going to be able to get in her attic to get her decorations down, and I will do my best to try and find them, but I know I'm not going to find them all. So I picked up some dollar store and some Walmart stuff just so that, you know, I could spruce her house up and she would have something good to look at while she's healing. So I'm going to start with a DIY, and these I made out of jars. This one is a cocktail sauce jar from McCormick, and this one is a pickle jar. So I just took the lids off. I sprayed the insides black. Then the lids I spray painted gold, and you can see I got like a speckly thing. I did that by just holding silver spray paint like 3 feet away and just doing like really quick bursts so that it would just splatter on there. And then I just printed some stickers. I just Googled free Halloween printables and came up with these. So this one is Deadly Nightshade, and this one is Spider Legs and Centipede Hair. And I spent nothing, because I had all the supplies. I had the right colors of spray paint. So, I mean, even if you didn't have it, everybody's got jars, and you just soak the labels off. So, that was a freebie. I went to Dollar Tree for a bunch of items. I found this really cool mercury glass looking skull. So, him I left as is. I found this skull, and I'm sure you've all seen this. This comes in like a cream color, and I just spray painted it a black color. And then I also spray painted this next one. This also came in like that cream color, so I just did a clean white on it. And I didn't realize until after I was done that it's like a really weirdly shaped hand. Like the thumb is insanely long. But, I mean, for $1, you just set it on top of a stack of books or something. I also found this little chalkboard at the Dollar Tree, and I liked the shape, I liked that, and it even comes with a stick of chalk. So I just think this will be cute with something like Boo written on it. And then the last item I picked up from the Dollar Tree is this, and they call it a lenticular portrait. It just means that when you walk past it, the picture changes, and I think that's going to show up on camera. He goes to a skeleton. So I'm just going to try and trim this out and put it in like a real frame, just to make it a little bit more substantial. And so that is it for the Dollar Tree. I picked up 2 items at Walmart, and I actually picked up 2 of these, one for me and one for my mom. And it's just the pom-pom garland. It's got orange and black pom-poms, and then these are like straws in between. And this was $1.98, and it's 72 inches long. So it's a decent size. And then the other thing I picked up to go in her house is this little trick-or-treat sign. And this is $2.98. And I've always looked at Walmart for things, but this year I don't ever remember their signs being as good as they are this year. Mine's actually already starting to put out Christmas signs. The Christmas ones that I've seen so far I'm not a fan of, because I like these ones that look more like kind of like rustic, like it looks like, you know, boards put together. But their Halloween and their fall signs this year were really, really good. And then the last thing I picked up just to finish off the decorations that I'm going to do is a stack of books. I went to the basement of my library because they always have the old books and you pay $1. So I picked up this one, Goodbye Mr. Chips. And it's like almost a raisin color. I know on the camera it just looks black, but it's like a purpley brown. And then I found an orange one. And this one is cheaper by the dozen. The next one I found is called As We Were, and it's a green cover, but it's got a black binding, which looks really cool with the orange. They only had a few books left, and it just happened to be these, so it was kind of like meant to be. And then the last one, I just liked the cover of it. It's Patty and Joe Detectives, and this won't obviously go with this stack, but I didn't want to leave it behind. So just to give you an idea, you can just, you know, I'll just probably stack some books, throw a skull on, I don't know, maybe even like a poison bottle or something, just to do a little bit of decorating. So that is it for my haul. I will take you guys on a short tour around my house when I get my Halloween decorations up. It won't be anything like the fall one because, like I said, I've only got one box, but it's something that I kind of like add to slowly as I go, and then I appreciate each piece more. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed.